Hey you guys, welcome back to Alleyways, or if it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you know when I have new content. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make the world's easiest fudge. There's literally 2 ingredients and it's going to take you all in all less than 10 minutes. My mom found this recipe online and made it. We sampled it. It is delicious. It's actually some of the best tasting fudge I've ever had. And she went ahead and packaged it in cute cellophane bags with a sticker. I think this would make a great gift for neighbors or friends, something fun to take along to parties. Just a really easy, simple recipe that's great for this time of year. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this recipe, all you're going to need is 1 jar of peanut butter. You're going to need it to be 16 ounces and a jar of frosting. Now you can choose to do chocolate like I did, or if you wanted a stronger peanut butter taste, you could go with vanilla. All you're going to do is you're going to combine these 2 ingredients and then we're going to heat them in the microwave for a minute, stir them, and then heat them for another minute. Once you've done that, you want to get an 8x8 pan, and what we've gone ahead and done is prepped it with a sheet of parchment paper right in the bottom. You will want to line it with your parchment paper, that way it's really easy to remove after and cut it up and package it like we have. So now that you've seen everything that you need and you know all of the prep steps, let's go ahead and jump right into the work. So my mom, like I said, made this fudge already, and she said the hardest part is just getting the ingredients out of the jar. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes there's just something that's so difficult about getting peanut butter completely out of the jar. But if that's the hardest part of your recipe, I think that's still a pretty easy recipe. Now I chose the Duncan Hines dark chocolate creamy fudge icing because I thought it would be perfect for our recipe. And I'm just going to use the entire can. And the ounces on this are also 16 ounces as well. So this is, like I said, the cheapest, fastest, easiest fudge I have ever heard of. I hope you guys try it and you love it too. I also think this recipe is fun because we were talking about all the different ways you could dress it up. So today I'm just using the 2 ingredients that you guys are going to need, but you know, you could get fancier, and you know, with this recipe maybe you could add some Reese's Pieces or Reese's Cups or chocolate chips. With the peanut butter fudge, maybe you added some peanut butter chips or Reese's Pieces, something like that that would make it a little more colorful and a little bit more involved, but still so super simple. So we got our chocolate frosting empty, and now we are going to move on to our peanut butter, the real challenge. Does anybody have any tips for how you can get peanut butter out of the jar easier? I feel like this is one of those things that would be on Instagram in like a fast forwarded video, some crazy hack that nobody's ever thought of. If you guys have that, let me know. What could be wrong with a jar of peanut butter and frosting mixed together? Already it's looking so delicious. So I'm just taking the spoon and getting the majority of the peanut butter out of the jar, then I'll go back in and clean up with the spatula. Messy work. I also feel like there's 2 kinds of people. Mom, maybe you can verify this. I'm one of the people that when I am doing something like cooking with peanut butter, I have to get every last little bit out. And I remember whenever I was in college, somebody who will not be named came over to me in my roommate's apartment and was cooking brownies, and she had a glass mixing bowl like this, and she went to pour the brownie mix into the pan, and whatever didn't just pour out of the bowl, she left in there. It was coated. And I thought that you're leaving a lot of brownies behind. But maybe you guys are in one of those 2 camps. Let me know which. Okay, we got the peanut butter pretty darn clean, I think. So now everything is in our mixing bowl. Some people with this recipe mix them in the plastic jar and heat it up, but I don't want to do that because I think it releases BPA or something weird like that. So just put it in a glass mixing bowl, save all of your spatulas and spoons. We went ahead and took the jar from the peanut butter and set it on the counter kind of as a spoon rest. Now we're going to take this over to the microwave and we're going to heat it for a minute, then we're going to get it out and stir it. So you guys can see already everything's a lot meltier. We're going to give it a good stir just to combine the ingredients and then put it back in for another minute, and then it will be done. So it is stirring a lot easier. The chocolate definitely got a lot meltier. I'll hold it up so you guys can see, and the peanut butter did get meltier as well. Oh, it's looking so delicious. So I'm just going to stir it to try and incorporate the ingredients, but then I'll heat it again. I won't, incorporate it all the way now. let the microwave do the most of the work. So this is what I have it looking like after our first stir. It's not completely mixed, but I'd say that's good enough to go back in the microwave for another minute. So we just heated it for another minute. That's all the cooking it needs. I'm gonna show you guys, see how there's peanut butter around the edges? You just wanna make sure that you take your spoon or spatula and really scrape those edges so all the peanut butter gets incorporated into the chocolate. So I'm gonna do that now. We're gonna get this really good and mixed up. Make sure there's no lumps. Like I said, go around all those edges and peek to make sure you got all the peanut butter. And then once we pour this in our pan into our 8x8 that's lined with parchment paper, we're gonna put this pan in the fridge and let it cool for an hour. Once you do that, you can cut it up and it is ready to go. And it doesn't have to stay refrigerated after it's been in the fridge for an hour. You can leave it out just like we have and it's totally fine. It smells amazing, doesn't it? Smells so good. What do you think? You think we got it? Now it's ready to get transferred into our 8x8. This is why we've held on to those spatulas from earlier. We're going to start by pouring and then do the rest of the work with the spatulas, and once that's done, we'll get it in the fridge. Okay, so here is our fudge in the pan. We still have a bunch left in the bowl. I told you guys earlier, I don't like to leave any batter or ingredients behind, so we're going to get it a really full fudge by just making sure we get our mixing bowl cleaned really well. And see how I'm just spreading it evenly like this? And if you're really fancy, you can make cool designs in your fudge, or like I said, get things like Reese's Pieces and top the fudge with that. For now, today, we're just making it super easy. And as you can hear, Izzy's excited about it. She was like, super easy fudge. Oh. All right, we're gonna keep working on this. We're gonna get it perfect and then put it in the fridge. And that is it. It's so super simple. It's easy. And this time of year, I know gift ideas can be hard, or you feel like you might be on a budget, but you wanna do something thoughtful and show people that you care. And I think sharing something that's homemade is a really special way to do that. And it doesn't get more easy or affordable than this fudge, and it tastes incredible. We've had our fudge in the fridge for an hour. It's set up. It looks beautiful. Here's from the last batch that we made. You guys can see you can package it like this or any other kind of cute ways that you guys can think of. I want to wish you all a very happy holiday season, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for an incredible year on YouTube. We recently passed 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Let me know if you try it out, what you think. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you next time right here on Alleyways.